not want to make sure that the client is fully taken care of, and also too, with them fully being taken care of, that they make sure that the client is um, safe. So, in order for me to make sure that the client was safe, I sat there and I did not move because I didn't want her to get hurt. So he finally, after I could get out the car and I could tell the woman what the thing was, he was telling me, "Well, you obstructed uh, the area, the way to drive through." Um, I don't think I was obstructing it by making sure that my patient didn't get hit. So again, I think it was a little bit more than that because of the fact of who I am. Uh, and people always make a lifestyle be a problem. And it's really not a problem. It is a situation like this. We have to make sure, we have to make sure that when we do things, that we do it so that it doesn't affect everybody. You know, we make life so apparent to ourselves that we obstruct ourselves by allowing other people to do what they want to do to us and not think that we are, you know, they make us think that we're crazy. But it's this situation. We, as a people, no matter what color you are, um, we should be coming as one. And when somebody does like something like this to hurt someone, or the city just wants to make money from this, then where's the money going? Because it's not going back into the neighborhoods. And if it is, I know that there are a lot of cops down in Kensington. If you could see the people down there are walking dead people down there. I'm telling you, they'll stand right there and go to sleep. Heroin is real down there. Needles are really real. Um, and I want you to know that our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. That's what the Bible says. And the knowledge is that we now are taking advantage and we're doing too much as a people, not as a color, but as a people, we're doing way too much. You know, the freedoms that we have now that we did not have. Be thankful for them right now. I'm telling you, be thankful for them right now. The Emancipation Proclamation has not been being looked at. It needs to be looked over, but it needs to be looked over by somebody that really cares about the freedom of people. Um, and see, the Proclamation of Emancipation means a lot to a lot of different people. It's not just only black people. It just freed us, but it made other people not be a slave. So we have to really look at the issues, and the issues are we have a Supreme Court justice that there have been three women that came forward and said that this man has done something. Um, they should not, they should reconsider this man for being that judge for the Supreme Court. We need someone that is going to be fair to all races.
Yes.
And those people that are running for senators and governors and new judges for the Republican and Democrat parties, um, please look at us and know that it's not just only my color I'm talking about. I'm talking about everybody. We want to be treated fair, no matter if we're Christian, Muslim, um, whatever. Those are just two I would bring up because those are the two more effective ones that you really mess with.
No, not right now. Right now it's Catholic.
Oh, it's
The
Catholic.
Catholic
Well,
is the topic issue with religion, and I have a girlfriend that is Catholic. Now I'm a Christian, but I was raised Muslim. So when it comes to religions, I really don't get into much about that with other people that do not have the
And thank you
same.
for watching.
Thank you. Hello, how you doing?
Oh.
That
Oh,
do
wow.
not have.
Well, I seen you. How about that?
Right.
But it's all good. I'm gonna let you know that
Right.
we're talking about Catholic priests,
Yes.
and we have a children's situation.
Yes.
Okay,
It's a big issue.
it's a big
they have
issue,
going on.
and let's not go over the topic. If a man that has been in comedy for years can go to jail for what he has done, why haven't they done anything with the priest or this judge that they have? Well, let's make sure that we find out all the information first. Okay, but these women are coming forward and they said
But
this
these
stuff
people are
happened.
not finding all the information themselves, and they're still just basically talking
I
out
mean,
their
you
ass
know,
because
this,
when it comes out in the opening,
you know, it seems like a lie
they
can
still
get.
try to overlook situations, and this is the biggest problem right here. And my dad low key over talking me, so y'all really not going to get the full. I done lost the word that damn fast, but you're not going to be able to get the full effect of what I am stating. That is really the biggest issue right now, and that's a situation that I feel as though is more so, like he said, have to have the whole entire story before you can really say something about it. If you're not digging into it and reading up on it and learning and knowing it, how can you really speak upon on it? People today are doing so much as far as hearsay, going off of what they hear, and that's how the whole society hears about it. But only in that situation, only if you're in that lifestyle, you will be able to fully know. Even though I have a girlfriend that's Catholic, I fully don't know how they handle situations. Now, that is a big issue that has enhanced. They keep talking about Catholic racism with the boys and girls schools.
Yeah.
I really don't know much about that, so it's really only but so much I can say about that. But that does not, because it's a religion, that does not make it any difference or justifiable when it comes to children.
Well, we have to look at it also too. It's bigger, you know. It's more than just being Catholic. It's more than just being a president. It's more than just being a Supreme Court justice. It's more than becoming a comedy star. We as people, regardless to whoever you are, if this is going on in your parish, that's what it's called, a parish when it's Catholic. If that is a problem, then you need to go to the authorities. Because when they deal with the inward, we never find out what the verdict was or if they are still alive. Well, we know that there are a lot of them that are still alive, you know, but I don't know if they gotten stricter over the years because they have their own bank. They actually have their own police and they run their own stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that. That
Oh
was
yeah,
something new.
they run their own stuff.
That was something
Okay,
new.
Catholics run their stuff. They have their own.
Well, a pedophile is a pedophile, and
Yeah.
regardless of
Man
the
or
religion,
woman.
period,
And it could be a nun too.
no religion, period, should be insulted.
Right. Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
At all. No religion, period, should be insulted. And I'm not saying that because I have a girlfriend that's a Catholic. If it was any other religion and it was something that is insulting that religion, I will still open my mouth and say something about it because that is still, people still look at that religion as their religion. Like, and you're insulting their religion.
Well, I don't know if you got this. It was on my page. A young lady was getting her head shaved, and she was screaming and hollering about her hair being shaved. And as I remember in the Bible, a woman's hair is like her crown. So that means when she wears her hair, she wants to look like the queen that she is.
Right.
So therefore, why would you cut that woman's hair if she did not want it cut?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's a difference when a woman wants her hair cut off because she doesn't have to prove anything. She is who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there's another instance when a person is bald because they have cancer and they're taking chemotherapy treatments and they can't do anything
Or doing
about
it for someone that has
they,
cancer.
exactly. So just like I said, the Catholic thing is very, very big. We need to come down on that about our kids now, our kids back then. You know what I'm saying? These are grown people and they're just coming forward. They should have been to this. Don't wait this long. So now they're going up to, I think, 50 years for them to be able to, they can still, or 30 years, I think it's 30 years for them not to be able to mess with anybody. So why did they make this all of a sudden? And why they didn't make it before Bill Cosby went to jail? Even though that it was 15 years ago. Because if it was that deep and that woman that they had that he was supposed to have raped, and she probably may have gotten raped, but a lot of people laughed about that because he looks like a man now. And that's
still a human being.
That's still a human being.
What sense does that really make at the end of the day?
It's
still a person.
It's still a person, but what I'm saying is we have to, if we're going to do this with all of them, don't just stick Bill Cosby in jail and not get those other ones that do it. Those ones that pay big time hookers off and get off because they paid them. Really?
Are you talking about that guy from 2.5 Men?
No, I'm talking about 45. Please do not call us when we are doing our taping.
Yes.
Please do not call us while we are taping. Please save all calls for after our session. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And just like I'm saying, it's very serious. Man or woman, whoever gets raped, that's a big offense. So what I want you people to really know that is something big. It's not only with women that they get raped. There's men that get raped.
Yes, it is.
There's trans women that get raped. Trans men that have gotten raped.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and some of them will never speak about it. And some of them have went through a whole mind thing that you would never understand. Never.
That is still a tragic situation.
It's a tragic situation.
To have to talk about.
Right.
Okay, so you were talking about PA issues. This is a PA issue. I have a big issue with how police officers are handling their reports when they are questioning the suspect and the victim. Victims should not be interrogated the way that they are.
Interrogated? Wait a minute.
Interrogated.
Interrogated? Are you serious? So we interrogating people now for real? I said earlier,
I just recently.
This is supposed to be a city of brotherly love and sisterly compassion. Where is it? If somebody's coming forward to tell you something, don't interrogate them for real. Really though? A mother with 3 kids, for real. All she does is take care of them and make sure that they have. You want to take the only parent away from them that they have?
Well, how about they tried it?
I'm sure they did.
They tried it.
Because if PD, anything, PD parking authority, PD police, PD city hall, PD trash collectors. PD trash collectors, y'all get in the middle of the street and some of y'all do not want to move. PD SEPTA, hello, yeah, y'all too. Y'all don't even want to move the hell over so that people can drive down the street. Because you're supposed to pick the people up off of the sidewalk, not in the street. Let the cars pass. Then you can get back in. You big enough, y'all do it all the time. Come on now. Y'all can
Let
come over.
alone half of them driving the buses like they driving they goddamn Honda cars and shit.
Well, what you expect? See, the thing is, just like I said again, let me get a hold of some money. I will buy a whole bus company just to give y'all a challenge. Because that makes no
Who
sense.
you telling?
That makes no sense.
Who
And I
you
can get some
telling?
good bus drivers. Trust and believe on that. Some good ones. There's a lot of guys going to trucking school now. I'm sure they could definitely use a bus drive. How are you doing? And it's going to come soon. I want you to know that.
And to the ones that's sitting there with a good bit of money, just sitting there wasting it doing nothing. Whether if you got 50,000 pairs of shoes or stuff that you know darn well you really don't need, it's just adding, accumulating more into your house. Invest in it. Invest into something.
And also, too, I want you to go to. Do you have your PayPal still?
Mm-mm.
Well,
I never had no PayPal. I got cash it.
Okay. Well, Jessica is going to be soon having a fundraiser because she has to get a home for a studio. Yes, we all have to have our own studio. And she's looking to get a 3 to 4 bedroom home. And she has started raising her money. I think she's already raised
My dad always trying to tell my business.
about maybe $3,000 to $4,000. So, you know, we have to hook up somebody. Somebody got to get something out of this, and then we can return it back out so that somebody else can get it.
Who
How
you
about
telling?
that? How about that?
That's right.
I mean, let's try to hook her up. Let's try to get her a house in Germantown so she can be close to her other son and we can do things. So let's do something better than to make sure that later is later. So let's do it before February. How about, let's say, January the 1st? We need to see if some people would be nice to offer a home or cash or whatever the amount. We would be overjoyed that you would bless somebody that needs something. And I'm not saying that all of us need something, okay?
Yes, because I definitely need to move.
And see, the whole thing
out
is,
of my
we
apartment,
need to help.
and I just moved in here.
We need to help somebody. And I brought Jessica on my show, and I didn't know that we were going to go here. But just like I'm saying, since we are here, let's do this. Philadelphia, show some brotherly love and sisterly compassion.
Amen.
Somebody need a job. Okay. Somebody need a home, a car, whatever. Send it. It'll be received. And go to Jessica's, her email. Email her at what? Email her where? We email there.
JustLive29@gmail.com. That's JESSLIVE29@gmail.com.
Yeah, see, this is what we're talking about. I'm not taking anything personally from this. I want the blessing to fall on her. I want her to be able to get the things that she needs. She's doing her show, but she needs to have her own.
Yeah, I definitely need me a new camera.
She has to have her own stock for that.
So I can maintain.
She has to have her own room, computer. Always need computers. We would love for you to donate her a computer. She needs one to really set up her show. She's got internet inside of here, and we are doing everything by phones until we get computers.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where we are. We are starting from the ground up, yes. But we are doing every one of our shows. We are proud of ourselves for doing these shows because guess what? It doesn't come every day that we can do something like this.
That's right.
If this meets anybody's criteria. But there's another issue I got too. I'm gonna get off of Jessica's stuff right now. But this is serious. we got people that come on here and people that subscribe to us. Everybody not on the up and up. That's fine. But don't chase the viewers away by sending them sexual movies on their Instagram. That's not cool. Um, that's your business.
Not in the
And that's not,
inboxes.
and if somebody agrees to that, then that's their choice. But don't make my show.
I don't
Don't
send
make
me
don't make Time
nothing
Out or
nude.
Jessica Kelly show or Pretty Rick show or Hood to Hood Station look bad at all. Because guess what? When it comes down to the end of the day, we don't do none of that.
Yep,
Okay?
that's right.
We're not exploiting no one. We want everybody. See, that's what we say. We don't want to be victimized. We're being raped. That's rape to us because you're somebody that's not used to any of this, that are older. And some people that are older, they don't care for stuff like that. You're sending them in the windows and, like they supposed to understand. No, they're not going to understand that. That to them is very offensive. And a lot of people get off of Facebook because of that. And, that's just like
I just put you on my block list. I ain't got time for
I
that.
want you to treat me like you want to be treated. Let's not hurt each other. For the Muslim brothers and sisters, the Christian brothers and sisters, the Jewish, and all of our denominations, our creation, our sexuality, whatever. We are all here. We all watch what we watch. But I want you to know right now that God's love is for everyone. And we need to open ourselves up to that. And remember to go to hoodtohoodstations@gmail.com, hoodtohoodstations@gmail.com. And me, Pretty Rick, Kelly, Jessica Kelly show, we are all there. Any information that you need to ask about anything, we got John. He's got his own contracting. His wife does some contracting doing small industrial work. Please look on hoodtohoodstations@gmail.com. You will find their number. You will find a number also too that get your own time on the show, on your own show. Right. Please go to hoodtohoodstations@gmail.com. There's a telephone number there. Call that number. It's a 848 area code. But go there.
484 area code.
484 area code.
I think it's 463-7906.
Okay, 463-7906.
If I'm not mistaken.
But also too, if we didn't get that right, go to hoodtohoodstations@gmail.com and that number will be there. You can do anything from having your own news report to your own show to having an advertisement done.
Wednesday nights, they do have classes for $30 to where you can learn how to digitally start your own class for, like a TV show like this.
And also too, you can go to Hood to Hood Stations too. And there's another thing on something that the University of Pennsylvania is doing for small businesses. If you have your own everything, all your paperwork together, they have classes. So go to hoodtohoodstations@gmail.com and that is there. The classes that University of Pennsylvania have, they are free. Yes, it's free. It's helping you start your business, but you have to really have all your stuff together. You're, trying to get the 501(c). You got your paperwork together as to what you want to do in the business, your everything. So if you got your business plan together and you got your A game together, you want to check the University of Pennsylvania thing out, you can go to University of Pennsylvania and find out about their free courses, or you can go to hoodtohoodstations@gmail.com, hoodtohoodstations@gmail.com. And also remember the Ebony Alert. We have missing people. If there are any missing people, we have a agency that looks for them. So hoodtohoodstations@gmail.com, hoodtohoodstations@gmail.com. All the information about Emily Alert is there. And we want you to just pay attention to um, we have church time with Nehemiah Tabernacle at 4551 Mars Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19144. Telephone number 215-844-8389. Pastor is Omar S. Galloway, Sr. We have Sunday services at 11 o'clock a.m. every Sunday morning. And you will find yours truly, and you will find Jessica Kelly there. And you will find that we are having a good time. Even though it might be a little bit of people, that's the way that you really have church. We are a family-based church. We have dinner every Sunday with our parishioners. And we love our parishioners very dearly.
We
It's
don't
just like
mind who
family.
you are, how you come in.
Your family.
There's no harm or danger.
Yeah. So we, just like I said, you have to check us out. Everything is running. We got Hood News on Sunday, okay, and then you got Jessica Kelly's show on Tuesday, and then you got my show on Thursday. You got Pretty Rick's show on Saturday, and you got Hood News Sunday, and you got the church on Sunday. So you got two things on Sunday, and all those other days it's just one thing. But I'm going to start doing more because I did something earlier today, and I haven't been feeling like talking like that online, Jessica. Because sometimes when you talk online, sometimes it makes you remember what you say.
Mm-hmm.
It really makes you remember what you say.
Especially when you can go back and play it back.
Hey, having flashbacks. But also to just remember, check out everything that what we're talking about means something. We're getting ready to have voting day here in November the 5th. It's on a Tuesday. And I want you to remember, people, we need to put the best one in there that's going to work for everybody, no matter if he's Republican or Democrat. How about that? Or whoever fits the bill. Remember what I said. Whoever fits the bill for everyone. See, this is where our mind needs to be. We need to think about everybody, not just ourselves.
That's right.
Because realistically, the poor want only rich and poor. They do not want you in between people. They want you to be poor. So we need to come as a oneness again for God, for Allah, same thing. We need to stand for something or fall for anything. And just like a friend of mine would always say, we take everything for granted. We really do. Our ancestors, a lot of them should be rolling in their graves the way that we act now. A lot of them would be. They would be very upset to see this. And I'm almost sure that God is not pleased with a lot of stuff that we do. And we need to somewhat try to come together. Not somewhat. We need to come together as a one and be brothers and sisters in God. But just like I'm saying, we need to really think of what we're doing and how we're doing it. And it's our time to really go. But just like I said, just check in with us. Hood to Hood Stations at gmail.com. Just remember the next show is coming up, Pretty Rick Show. That's on Saturday. And then we got Hood News. I don't know if they're on vacation yet. But then you have to remember there's Jessica Kelly show. She will definitely be there Tuesday. I want you to see her.
YouTube. I need y'all to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe under Jessica Kelly.
Okay.
My shows will pop up.
Okay. And
you
she's
click on. You can
what?
click on any show.
Right.
And subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be able to follow the shows on YouTube. And that is under Jessica Kelly.
And how long is the show going to be?
It's now starting an hour and a half.
Oh, wow.
YouTube had asked me to do my show for a full hour and a half.
Okay.
And I also have 2 rappers subscribed to my channel.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Join, because there's a lot of changes the Jessica Kelly show getting ready to make, okay?
And I'm coming right behind her.
I haven't quite gotten to that just yet, but I'm going to figure something out. We may try a few different things to see which one fits, or may put all of it together because, I'm going to do what they ask. They want an hour and a half, see everything I got. I'm going to give them everything I got.
Oh, and you got a lot. So we'll see you next week on Time Out with Jeff, and we'll see you next week.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.